What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the reaction channel and happy freaking new year. It is officially 2025, which is very weird to say out loud, but I am of course recording this on January 1st. So happy new year. Hope you had a great start to your year. If you didn't have a great year last year, this is where we change things around. I want to start this off by saying this is me giving you a bunch of good, positive energy for this year, as you guys have really hooked me up with a lot of love, a lot of your time, a lot of your engagement, and I appreciate it so much. We gained almost 15,000 subscribers on this channel, which once again, for a long-form reaction channel, is insane. So thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, it means so much to me. I appreciate it, and that's why the content is going to keep on coming and keep on flowing. I've had a busy week, but I'm going to be back now to trying to get 3 videos up a week. And I'm just happy to have you here, and I'm happy to be here as well. So please, thumbs up the video for a happy and healthy new year. This will give us both good karma. Hey, if my video does great and you help me out with that, with some likes and comments, that would be a great way to start the year for me as well. And please subscribe to the channel, as my goal for the end of the year is 40,000 subs. So we got to do better than we did last year, which is already really hard because we had a great year. But hey, every sub matters. So please consider subscribing to the channel, and then stay to the end if you want, because we're going to get into this reaction in about 20 seconds. But at the end of this video, I've had a decent amount of you hit me up on Instagram coming from the channel saying, hey, I would love to know more about you. You know, we like when you ramble. So I guess I realized a lot of you just discovered me on YouTube or may not know much about me personally if you haven't come to the Twitch streams. So at the end of the video, don't worry. I know I'm going to do it at the end, so you'll get your reaction, and most of you will just leave, and that's fine. But at the end, I'm going to do like a little 4 or 5 minute just lore dump of like what my life has been, where I come from, my YouTube history, and what's led me to this point, just for those that maybe want to know a little bit more about me, my life, and you know, maybe just connect a little bit more. Once again, I'll do that at the end. I just figured it'd be a good way to, you know, end last year, start this year, and maybe you'll learn a couple things about me. But I don't want to get comments telling me that I'm annoying to start the year, so I'll end the video with all of that. And with that being said, it's time for some Dance Moms reactionary content from the lovely and legendary mackzboss YouTube channel. If you are subscribed to this channel of hers and mine, then you know what's about to happen. They make some incredible deep dives into Dance Moms, the history, and the lore. And today, it is about no other than Abby Lee Miller. The absolute audacity and entitlement of Abby Lee Miller is the episode we are reacting to. And we know that Abby Lee Miller has a lot of audacity and a lot of entitlement. Shout out to mackzboss. I always link her channel and the videos in the description. They are incredible. If you ever go to their channel, make sure to say that I sent you over there, just because they deserve all of the support. They make great videos for people like me to react to, and people like you to enjoy. Here we go. Can't imagine this is going to be good for Abby, but we'll find out.
Welcome back to my series, Dance Moms Uncovered. Abby has openly shared about several instances where she was being disrespectful to others in public. She admitted that she was banned from Home Depot in Orlando.
How does anybody get banned from Home Depot?
Because she asked them where their chainsaws were, threatening to chop the head off one of the workers who sold her the wrong kind of light fixture for her room.
I'm sorry, what?
She admitted that she was banned from Home Depot in Orlando because she asked them where their chainsaws were, threatening to chop the head off one of the workers who sold her the wrong kind of light fixture for her roof.
Hey, so can you get arrested for that? Is that not like a very drastic threat? So someone sells you the wrong light switch, and you say, you know what? Your life has to end. Your life switch is being turned off. That's insane.
She recalls that while she was travelling internationally, she wanted pizza from a particular restaurant that had closed for the night.
Oh boy.
So she got the mums who were travelling with her to name drop Abby and convinced the chef to come back to the restaurant past their closing time to cook for them. It seems that she has been behaving with this kind of attitude for years, even before her fame.
Wow, look at that. Abby Lee Miller in 1988. I'll tell you what, that hair has always been poofy. You know, it looks like, you know, the AI where, like, you take yourself and it's like, oh, look at me in the 80s. This is what I expect Abby to look like with AI in the 80s, so this makes sense.
She recalls that she used to terrorize her neighborhood for fun as a kid on October 30th each year.
Well, that's kind of common. Mischief Night, which is an East Coast phrase.
I'm not allowed in Home Depot because I asked where the chainsaws were because I was going to cut somebody's head off if they sold me the wrong light fixture again for the roof.
Hey, why would you admit that? Number one, also her vocal fry. My bad from Home Depot. It sounds like a rumbling car.
I'm not allowed to go to Home Depot in Orlando.
You shouldn't go to Home Depot anywhere.
With a little name dropping, if you will, the moms, Vicky and Louise, got the pizza place to reopen. They called the chef or the cook, whatever, at home. He came back and made pizzas for us. We terrorized the neighborhood.
Well, at least she's wearing the right headset there with the headband with the devils.
It was Devil's Night.
And there we go.
The night before Halloween. Anybody's car that was parked outside in their driveway and not tucked away in the garage for safety, their windows were getting soaked. Toilet paper in the bushes, toilet paper in the trees, toilet paper around your mailbox, toilet paper around your columns if you had columns in front of your house.
Countless of...
Why does she act like she invented that? That one I'll let slide a little bit because that used to be, I don't know if it's a thing anymore. It used to be kind of common. Toilet paper, annoying. It's not going to ruin anything. If she said that she egged cars, that's a problem because egg is super hard to get off things. Abby looks so interesting and different in every single shot we get in these videos. She is like a chameleon with how much she changes.
Her fellow cast members have called her out for throwing tantrums in public. Christy says that when she and Abby filmed in the donut shop in season 1, she threw a tantrum because a producer offered Christy a donut, but no one offered her one.
These are things that you shouldn't admit if you're Abby. Don't admit that out loud. Do not say that. Keep it inside of you.
Chloe adds that Abby once went into a fit, crying and trying to get someone fired, all because her sub was cold.
Oh my lord.
Christy and Kelly have further discussed this incident on several other occasions.
She is like the ultimate Karen boss.
Even Eliana, who gets along well with Abby to this day, revealed that Abby forced one of her assistants to go to the other side of the state just to get the fast food she wanted.
Holy moly.
When I had to meet her at the donut shop for that meeting, she literally had a fit for about 30 minutes because one of the producers said to me, "Do you want a donut?" And no one offered her a donut.
Nobody asked her.
Do you remember when her sub was cold and someone got fired?
And she cried?
Yeah.
I can't wait for the episode where she fires poor Amanda for having a cold hoagie or a meatball sub. You weren't there.
She made one of her
To me, that's just giving like someone that was spoiled rotten as a child and got everything they wanted, and then they're older and they have power, and they just, if they don't get everything handed to them, they take it out on others. Imagine firing an assistant for giving you a cold sandwich. Lord have mercy.
go all the way to a different side of the state to get it.
Abby has also made it clear that she believes that being a dance teacher entitles her to endless appreciation and gifts from her students.
Why was that censored?
She has claimed that not only should the girls from Dance Moms talk
Why is this censored?
to her, she wants them to ask her how she's doing and send her Christmas cards and birthday cards, regardless
Am I missing something?
of how she treated them in the past. She tries to shame them, saying that she parented and tutored her students, raising them to be grateful and write thank you notes. She also has the audacity to claim that she taught the kids how
mackzboss, what happened?
to feel, saying that she can't believe how callous they are in cutting her out of their lives. And yet, this is the same woman who would constantly repeat the phrase, "save your tears for the pillow,"
Yep.
and force them to suppress their emotions
She
in
basically wrote the Weeknd song, Save Your Tears for Another Day. He just changed it.
front of her.
Not only should they talk to me, they should ask me how I'm doing. They should send me Christmas cards and birthday cards. Yes.
Me.
I did the tutoring. I did the parenting. Those are the kids that I raised.
Did the parenting.
And to say thank you and to write a thank you note and to be humble. If their dance teacher was laying in a hospital, almost dying, close to death.
Oh, that's what almost dying means.
Would feel something. I mean, something you would feel. Because I always taught them to feel.
And even when the kids do show appreciation for her dance training, Abby still always has something to complain about. When Maddie gave her credit, Abby went on to call her out for not thanking each of the other faculty members at the studio too. And she
You never thanked the janitor!
She still claims that the kids that she teaches now on Zoom show more appreciation than the kids that she taught in person for years.
She talks about how I trained her.
She was distraught. For the longest time, we felt so guilty. She trained me, she helped me, but also I knew I would be okay without her, and I was sick of being in a toxic environment. I was like, this is not for me. I can't do this. I haven't spoken to her since. I don't know who said that, but good for you. Abby, like we've talked about, is a textbook narcissist because here's the thing. All people that are narcissists, they don't believe they're a narcissist because they believe that you're just jealous or saying that to get to them. So then every narcissist will make fun of other narcissists and they'll say, I don't like people like that. But they are that. But so she's one of those people where she doesn't realize she is exactly a textbook example of, honestly, a self-entitled person. But in her mind, if you called her that, you're just a hater. Your opinion doesn't matter. And that's exactly what that definition is.
I helped her. I'm glad. I'm glad that there was finally a small, tiny smidgen of recognition. She put the work in. But a lot of other people worked hard too. My staff, the faculty, an acting coach in Pittsburgh. So many of you have been so grateful and so kind to me and so complimentary. You're appreciative.
Her hair looks like it was on fire on the left.
More appreciative than some kids that I've actually worked with in person for many years in my studio.
She also seems to have developed grudges against her students who stopped dancing. She has explained that she is upset that her first Miss Dance of Pennsylvania works in a bank, rather than in the dance world.
How dare you work in a bank, which is actually a very good and stable job. You need to be dancing. You should be dancing at the bank. That's such a... Dude, she has to just stop talking. Abby has to stop talking. It's just unbelievable.
She also complained about one of her students who became Miss Dance of America because she didn't go back the following year to give up her title, since she got an early entrance into college. Rather than celebrating this academic achievement, she says that she was upset that she poured so much effort into working with her.
I had my first Miss Dance of Pennsylvania, Jennifer Snyder. I always thought someday she would take over my studio. It saddens me that she didn't.
Instead, she went to college and got a degree and failed.
She works in a bank.
I mean, I
had a girl Miss Dance of America that decided not to go back the next year and give up her title because she was starting college early.
First of all, oh my God, oh my gosh. Help. That's scary. Oh no.
Dance of America.
What?
Like I'd worked my whole life
Yeah.
to get a Miss Dance of America. And
Abby also seems to hold herself and the
Hey, don't go to college. You heard it here first. Just dance.
people around her to expectations that she herself doesn't fulfill. For instance, she would constantly call the kids on the show slugs, even though she was the one who would lay in bed all day while the girls were attending school. She would also complain about the fact that the bus drivers got breaks every few hours when they drove the ALDC to competitions.
Yeah, no breaks.
And yet Abby
You gotta pee? Wear a diaper.
also had a job where she would sit and teach for hours.
and you can't have a bunch of slugs on stage.
Slugs. She
Slugs.
calls them slugs.
Slugs. Meanwhile,
I love-
she would lay in bed in the morning while those slugs were in school.
I miss
All
Kelly.
day. She
All
was
day.
laying there
Yeah.
till time to film.
Slugs.
So the bus driver has to stop every so many hours. Why? He's sitting on his butt. How hard is that?
Does she not know what having to go to the bathroom is?
What?
Kelly and Christy claim
Maybe
that Abby
eating.
used to constantly scream at production
You can't eat for 12 hours. Chew gum.
when they were on their phones, because she said it was unfair that they could slack off when she was working. And yet in later seasons
she's
of Dance
always on her
Moms,
phone.
Abby is on her phone during rehearsals constantly.
Yep.
She used to scream at production, how dare they be on their phones when you're making me work. Meanwhile, in later seasons, she's in the room teaching children and she doesn't look up from her phone.
Despite Abby's
She'll always say, though, I'm attending to business. I'm working on making us money and getting our brand out there. I mean, she's just on Twitter looking at indirects.
insistence that the Dance Moms girls don't appreciate where they came from, Christy and Kelly point out that the girls do say that they appreciate the show all the time. Even Chloe thanked Abby in her Teen Choice Awards acceptance speech. And yet they say that Abby never thanks the girls for what they did. Abby also refuses to give credit to the production company, even going so far as to insist that Lifetime didn't rescue her, even though she was in financial trouble prior to the show.
All of the kids are always grateful. Even when Chloe won Teen Choice, she said, I want to thank every dance teacher I've had. Instead of being like, I want to thank my dance teacher, you know what I mean? But she was including Abby in that. So these kids always appreciated her.
She's the one that doesn't appreciate them.
So when Lifetime plucked me out of Pittsburgh as this down and out dance teacher that didn't know a thing, that really was.
Who is her co-host? Oh, is it Jess?
She's the one that doesn't appreciate them.
The soundboard?
So when Lifetime plucked me out of Pittsburgh as this down and out dance teacher that didn't know a thing, that really wasn't the case.
No.
Abby also believes that she is entitled to lots of money and complimentary benefits because of who she is. She claims that because of her comment about Baskin-Robbins in season 8, she should have a deal with the company and get a free ice cream cone whenever she goes to one of their stores.
That's like something like a 7-year-old would say. I don't want money. I want a free ice cream cone.
She also believes that she should receive residuals when people use GIFs of her.
Oh,
Don't you
okay.
think by
I'll be honest. Little pet peeve. It's GIF. And someone I remember. Oh, the creator of the said it's GIF. Well, it's GIF. Sorry.
by now I would have a deal with Baskin-Robbins. And when I walk in, I should get a free cone. In this gift, which should
least
be
she says
a
it right.
gift. Do these make money? Should I be getting a residual off
No.
of all these pictures of me?
No.
She also speaks as though she was robbed when she was flown to New York City to testify against Kelly 3 times. She says that while she took these trips, she had to spend $10,000 attending Broadway
I love the 3 Coke cans above her.
shows, going shopping, staying at hotels, and going out to eat. Despite this attitude, she continues to insist that children deserve nothing. She seems to suggest that they need to earn, work for, and pay for respect.
Pay for respect.
They pressed charges against her, which in turn caused me to fly to New York 3 times. And when I fly to New York, I don't just go to court and turn around and go home. I have to see a Broadway show.
No, you don't. No, so you don't actually have to see a Broadway show and go to 5-star dinners and stay at a 5-star hotel.
I have to shop, I have to eat, I have to stay in a hotel. I spent 10 grand for nothing. That's what
Abby Lee forced to shop.
I was trying to tell the child and her mother. She deserves nothing. You earn it. You work for it. You pay for it.
And then there are all the celebrities
God,
who
Lord,
Abby
she is
shamelessly
the
calls
worst.
out, demanding that they associate with her. In one of her YouTube videos, she criticizes the Kardashians, Cardi B, Jennifer Garner,
I like how she Kardashians and Cardi B. Jennifer Gardner.
Courtney Cox, Angelina Jolie, Bethany Frankel, and Teresa Judas for not sending their kids to her studio.
What?
She tries to convince them that they should make a celebrity dance mom show with her. She begged for Teresa to
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Celebrity Dance Moms kind of would have been, that probably would have been a smash hit. Can we be real? That probably would have been a smash hit. I'm not gonna lie there.
contact her, and presumably pay her, to watch her daughter's solos before she competes them. She's also revealed that she tried to associate with Billie Eilish by sending her an ALDC t-shirt, and that she would text Shangela every week when she was on Dancing with the Stars, telling her to bevel her ankles.
That's a show that I pitched a long time ago. Wouldn't it be exciting if all these celebrities brought their kids to the ALDC? I spoke to your daughter. I wanted to see her solo. I wanted to doctor it up a bit. Why spend all that money going to competitions? I could look at it first. This shirt is going to Billie Eilish.
How dare Billie not wear it on tour?
How could you be the one that doesn't bevel your ankle on Dancing with the Stars? Every week I texted you. Make sure you bevel your ankles. I'm going to assume that you didn't see the text messages.
During season 18 of Dancing with
Imagine getting off of Dancing with the Stars and a person that you've never even been taught by is telling you to bevel your ankles. I'm not replying to that either. I'm like, I'm on national TV right now, Abby. I'm doing just fine. Okay? You bevel your ankles.
with the Stars, Abby was a guest judge.
No.
She says that when the judges and cast of that season publicly disapproved of her teaching methods, she thought it
Oh, I love this. Hold on.
when the judges and cast of that season publicly
I'm sorry, but this Dance Mom show is straight up abusive. Very true. Kids run. It ain't right. Child abuse isn't right. I'm livid right now.
disapproved of her teaching methods.
Here's Mark Ballas. This teacher lady is crazy. Completely wrong attitude towards the kids. It's embarrassing. I mean, these are all right takes. I think what brings me back to Dance Moms and why I like it so much is just because it is so insane and that I'm almost like, I can't believe it. You know, it's like, I can't believe it's real. I can't believe Abby is real. Like, I know Abby is considered an icon because she's iconic in the sense that she has some funny memes and she has some funny phrases and things. But when you take all that out, she's insane. It's just, it's crazy. It's hard to believe it's not a character. I remember thinking, like, it's definitely a character. Like, she's not like this. Once I started watching these mackzboss videos, I was like, oh, no, this is actually who she is.
She thought it must have been a publicity stunt. She also seems to believe that it was her corrections that helped Meryl win that season.
Oh, my Lord.
I've always backed them up, so when they came after me, I thought it was a publicity stunt. I feel, in some way, that I helped Meryl win.
So what do you guys think? Do you also cringe at Abby's behaviour and
Yes.
entitled attitude?
Yes.
Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Another banger. Also, don't leave if you want to hear some things about my life. Make sure to thumbs up the video, though, before you do leave if you're heading out. That was a really good video, though. That was, I mean, damn. It's been 23 minutes here. That was really fun. My follow-up of that is Abby is truly insane without...
I'm Ryan.
Oh, hold on. There's my thing. She's truly insane without realizing that she's insane. And I think that Abby truly thinks that everyone is out to get her. And I think she truly thinks that she is the reason for everyone's success. Like, I'm sure with Maddie, the reason that she loved Maddie when she was on the show was because she still had her in her grasp, right? But then, when Maddie got out of her grasp, it was like, nah, we don't like her anymore. She sucks. She's ungrateful. It's just because she can't take credit for things that she shouldn't be taking credit for. So that's just my thought. But wow, good episode though. mackzboss. All right, so yeah, just figured to start the year off. Just explain a little bit more about myself, my life, how I've gotten to this point. For those that care enough, for those that just want to come here and see me react to things, all good. I appreciate you still. Still means a lot, but yeah, for the people that care, I was born in Philadelphia, Got the Philadelphia skyline on my wrist. I was born and raised in Northeast Philadelphia. Moved to New Jersey when I was 11 years old. Grew up playing a ton of sports. I'm a huge sports fan to this day. I love all Philadelphia teams: Eagles, Flyers, Sixers, Phillies. Go Birds! And had a good childhood. I have my older brother who's autistic, who's kind of been like my little brother. I've always kind of taken care of him. My mom and my dad. My mom got cancer when I was 10 years old, which was a big traumatic thing. She got breast cancer, and unfortunately, when I was 15, turning 16, she passed away, which was a huge mark in my life because I was a huge mama's boy. Like, the type of mama's boy where, like, if I got lost in the supermarket, I couldn't find her in an aisle, I'd go wild. So that was really tough, and I was really down and depressed, and that's where the internet started to take over in a positive way in my life, where I, when YouTube started becoming a thing, people like Bo Burnham, shout out to him, really made me feel good about myself, made me laugh, and that's when I started kind of getting into wanting to maybe figure out the internet thing, when it was still up and coming. I started in 2008 uploading videos. Tyranny Makes It Happen, a channel that doesn't exist anymore due to copyright. Shocking, back in the day. And found some success with that. I was working at Best Buy at the time. I was in college at the time, BCC at Rowan University in South Jersey. And yeah, I was just doing it for fun when I first started. You couldn't get paid or anything like that. But, I'd worked a bunch of jobs before then. I grew up, relatively on the not wealthier side. So I worked at a steakhouse. I worked at, I did landscaping. I worked at Aeropostale. I worked at Hollister. I worked at Best Buy. I had a bunch of jobs. And, then YouTube started becoming a thing, and I learned a lot, and I made this channel right here called For Skits and Giggles. I'll show on the desktop. This is a classic channel of mine that was made in 2010, almost 15 years ago. And I did music parodies. And as you can see, they did very well. I mean, most of them got hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. I don't want to get copyrighted, but I'll just mute and show you some of these. That is me. The last video that I made on this channel was 12, almost 13 years ago. And I did that for a while. I did the parodies for a couple years, found a lot of success. And then guess what? Copyright took over, and the music labels took all of the ads and everything and ruined that. I then made this channel, Ryan's Average Life. I did really well in this channel. Got well over 500,000 subscribers. Did very well. Did a lot of videos with Keenan JC. Did videos with Prank vs. Prank. If you know them, Jesse and Gina, BF vs. GF, was on that channel a lot. I also had a collab channel that I did on YouTube. It was called Settle Down Kids. We were called SDK. We were like the knockoff O2L. Some of you have no idea what any of this means. That's fine. It was just a collab channel. Collab channels were big. This was back in 2013 we started this. Also successful. Then after all this kind of died down, that Ryan's Average Life, I started to kind of fall out of love with YouTube because everything was about money now and fake things and this, that, and clickbait. And I just didn't like the way it was going. So I did some stuff on the back end and started writing and producing for a duo called the Dolan Twins, if anyone's ever heard of them. They were a huge YouTube channel at the time. I was writing and coming up with concepts, producing for them. Then they asked me to be the producer and co-host of their podcast, which was called Deeper with the Dolan Twins. And started doing that. And then they wanted to take it to a video route. So that's when they said, hey, we would like you to move here to LA if you'd like. And they helped me, make that trip, because that was tough for me, because it's, all of my family is back east. It was tough leaving my dad and my brother, but it was the right thing to do. And did that with them for a year and a half. And then I stopped doing that. And when the pandemic really started going, that's when I started doing Twitch. And it just started because of playing Among Us with a group of my friends that we turned into called the Cam Boys. And we made a YouTube channel together. That also no longer exists. And the thing about YouTube in life is there's a bunch of errors, right? Not error, but era. Era JFK. Where there's a thing and then a thing, then a thing, then a, and I'm lucky to have a bunch of those. And Twitch led me to this channel. This channel originally was just a VOD channel. It was Ryan's Average VODs. That means video on demand. All that is I would take my Twitch streams and upload them. Then it turned into me really caring about this channel a lot and actually, putting content out like this, being more personal, making content that you don't get on streams, and just having a good time. And this channel really brought me back to loving YouTube again and appreciating it and trying to build a brand new audience. And it has been so amazing to build something up from nothing again and appreciate everybody that's on here. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that. I think we've built a great community here and on Twitch. That's why I always say, please come by to the Twitch, because a lot of these videos don't make me any money, which is fine. Who cares, right? Life goes on. But Twitch is where I make my living. So that's why it is nice when people support on there. But just having people on this channel has given me like a new life and has gotten my Twitch to where it is, and vice versa. So it's been a crazy journey. I know that's like the Spark Notes version. But it's been a crazy journey. So if you're here right now, currently in 2025, thank you so much. It means a lot. It's been a lot of ups and downs in life, and we're still here, and that's what matters. So I'm here with you guys as long as you don't leave. I'm not going anywhere either. Thank you for the support in 2024. I hope we can do it again in 2025. Let's get 500 likes. Huh? That's a lot, actually. That's probably a lot. If you don't know what to comment on this video, even though there's a lot to say, just say Happy New Year. It'll make me feel nice. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Once again, my goal for the end of the year in 364 days is 40,000 subscribers. I think we can do it. But that's that. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit more of a personal look into my life if you didn't know about my history and what I've done and been through and all that. So that's it. See you guys soon for another video here on Ryan's Average Reactions. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great month. And have a great 2025. Peace.